Hey guys, Movie Fan 356 here, coming at you today with another movie review, and the movie I'm reviewing today is Rise of the Planet of the Apes. It's a 2011 film directed by Rupert Wyatt starring James Franco. Basically, the plot of this movie is showing, Caesar's life before he became the Caesar that we all know and love from the original Planet of the Apes movies and all that. Um, so basically, this is how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna start reviewing movies a little bit differently now. Um, I'm still gonna essentially do it the same way. I want to talk about the plot, give you some overall thoughts, and I'm gonna give it a grade from an A plus to an F, as opposed to just 1 to 10, because that way it's a little bit easier to rank films with grades. Because I give away nines too much, more than I should. Because I give away a nine, I'm like, this movie's awesome. And I watched it again, and it's not as great as I thought it was. It's maybe like a 7 or something. So I figured grades will be easier. But anyway, let's get on to the review of Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Yeah. It stars James Franco as this scientist, and they're doing all these experiments on apes, and they find one that really reacts to it. They're very, very smart. Come to find out that ape is pregnant, and he takes James Franco's character takes the ape home, the baby ape, and because you can't have the company find out about that, and he raises him like his own. So, and that's baby Caesar, by the way. And Caesar grows up. He knows he's different, but he was raised like a human. So, through a series of events, something happens. I'm not gonna exactly say what, but he ends up in this like animal control place with full of apes. It's like an ape prison. It's like I mean I don't even know how to describe it. It's like the Green Mile with apes. I mean it's pretty. It's I mean, and there you meet Maurice and a couple other apes. And at first, Caesar, he's kind of getting picked on because he's different. He's so smart and he can sign and yeah, he wears clothes and I mean, he's really getting picked on at first. But then some stuff happens. The apes finally warm up to him, and then they decide to basically build themselves a new home and get out of there. And meanwhile, while Caesar's there, he's getting picked on by Draco Malfoy. Yeah, Draco Malfoy is a fucking asshole in this movie too. So he must like playing the asshole type. Maybe it's because he's good at it. That's probably why he keeps playing the asshole characters. Anyway, uh, I, I mean everything about this movie. It's one of those ones that surprised me. I'm not a big Planet of the Apes fan. I like the very original movie. A couple of the sequels here and there are okay, but not fantastic in my opinion. The Tim Burton remake with Marky Mark, we don't talk about. So this was really a surprise, and the visual effects are stunning in this film. Andy Serkis as Caesar, holy shit! You cannot talk about this movie without talking about Andy Serkis as Caesar. It's Gollum, King Kong. I mean, you guys all know Andy Serkis by now. James Franco gives off a great performance. It's a very different role from what you're used to seeing James Franco in. It's not one of those, Seth Rogen yuck comedies or anything like that. He's not stoned in this movie. I mean, and the supporting cast in here, like I said, you got Tom Felton, aka Draco Malfoy, Brian Cox, who I love Brian Cox in almost anything he's in. I can't tell you how many Brian Cox movies I have sitting in my collection. Um, you get John Lithgow, yes, Lord Farquaad or Barney Stinson's father, depending on what you like to watch. Um, but yeah, he's in this movie. I mean, the supporting cast is great. The acting is wonderful. Andy Serkis' performance as Caesar is like perfection, and I heard it's even better in Dawn, which I'll have that review. I'll have my review for Dawn of the Planet of the Apes up soon, so look out for that. Um, but yeah, really great movie. I'm gonna give this movie a solid A. I mean, it's really well done. It's fun. It's enjoyable. It's very emotional. It's more emotional than you think it would be. And you would think James Franco, because he's the human, he's gonna be the main character. No, Caesar's actually the main character. You're following the story of this ape, and it's fantastic. It's really well done. I'm glad that they decided to reboot it again because this is well executed, my friends. So, like I said, I give Rise of the Planet of the Apes an A. That's all I can say for today, and I'll see you guys in the next video.